gifts are starting to increase, and it's happening rapidly. The things that you were able to do and may have been able to do your entire life are starting to increase, and it's kind of scary. It reminds me of, like, I'm seeing I'm seeing Twilight. Y'all know in Twilight when the wolves, I don't know the word they use, but it was like a scene where one of the boys was just walking along and all of a sudden he just morphed into a wolf and he was scared and he was freaking out, and Jacob was like, he came to him, he was like, it's okay, like, whatever. So I'm kind of getting a situation like that. Like, you're just morphing into something. Like, you are really, it's like a light body energy. Like, you are really crystallizing. Okay, that's what I just heard. You're crystallizing. Like, you're really transforming. Your spiritual gifts are starting to change. And I'm being called to tell you, don't speak on your gifts with people who do not align with you and do not relate or even understand this path, okay? There are a lot of people in this world who do not understand what it's like to be spiritual. They don't understand anything about spirituality, anything about spiritual gifts. They don't think things like this are real, and they will look at people like us and call us crazy. I feel like these people who judge people who are spiritual and people who talk about gifts, I feel like deep down inside, these people may feel like they are mediocre and they don't see their own gifts. So when you are somebody who comes along and you're like, I'm gifted, like I can do this, that, and the third, whatever it is, whatever it may be, people who haven't tapped into that or cannot tap into that because it's not in their DNA, they want to judge you and they want to crucify you and call you crazy. That's why it's best to, like, once you begin to understand that you're gifted, it's not something that you necessarily need to speak about. Yeah, there are some of us who are called and have these platforms to speak and say things and show people there are gifts that are more so spiritual and not so practical. But there are some of you, you're not called to do that. And it's more so for you to use even your spiritual gifts to perfect your practical gifts. So you could be somebody who, your voice is very powerful. Okay, we're going to use that as an example. You have a powerful voice. You have the power to create things with your voice and the things that come out of your mouth. You could become a singer. You could become a rapper. You could become a writer. You could become a poet or a public speaker. And you have the ability to move your audience and move, like, people's hearts and change people with your words and move people to tears and bring out different emotions amongst people with your art. You know you got a spiritual gift, but these people just see you as an amazing singer, a rapper, or whatever the case may be. So again, whoever this is for, your gifts are starting to really change rapidly, and it's kind of scary. And I feel like for some of you, you always, not always, but for however long you have been tapped into spirituality, and it's now like, it's one of those moments where you knew it was real, but it's like when certain things happen, it kind of freaks you out. When you really start to see things and things really start to happen and you manifest rapidly, and like you, for my alchemists who have that running through their veins and running through their blood, when you really start to alchemize energy, you start to do certain stuff, it's like, whoa, okay, like, yeah, like, I know this is real, but it's actually happening. Yeah, okay. And just be careful for whoever this is for. I think this is going to be a very short message. I feel like this is just like quick, cut and dry. Your gifts are changing. Your gifts are expanding rapidly. You are not crazy. I feel like your dreams are starting to become more vivid. You are starting to even maybe be able to, like, you may have more spiritual dreams. So you may have dreams where you're actually seeing certain things. Like I've said this before, some of you guys may actually start to see your spiritual guides in your dreams, and y'all are having conversations, and it's crazy. Things like that are going to start to happen, okay? And I feel like, again, even as far as manifestation, some of you are actually rapidly manifesting things quickly, okay? This message is not for everybody. Everybody who comes across my channel is on different levels of the journey. So this is for people who are actually experiencing this right now. If you are not experiencing this right now in the flesh today, then this video is not for you. It could be for later, but I'm getting this is more so like, yeah, I'm picking up on this energy right now. We have a collective of people who are really expanding their gifts, and it's happening really fast, because I've always said there's something very special and spiritual about the year 2024, and next year you're gonna need those gifts, okay? I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know when, but I just know that this year is very important in many different ways when it comes to spirituality and practicality, okay? So spiritually, again, your gifts are increasing. That is going to be very important for next year, because if you are somebody who is meant to do big things on a practical level, you're going to need those spiritual gifts. So I really, really stress to you guys that you continue to meditate, that you continue to write, that you continue to purge and heal and cleanse your own energy, cleanse your home, cleanse, like, remove people from your life who no longer serve your highest and best good, and just keep doing that, y'all. Like, whoever you are, whatever you're going through right now, your life is much bigger than you. Like, what you're doing right now is really important. It's between you and the divine, you and God, okay? God is working with you heavily, hand in hand right now, for what is about to come to fruition for your life. And it's not a game, okay? Like, this is not a joke. I think you know that. Don't think because you're chosen, God will not put his hands on you, because he will. He absolutely will. And I feel like you probably already know that. Like, this is not a game. This is something that you really need to take seriously, and you need to really, like, be mindful of. I'm even getting, for some of you who have been celibate, you may have been faced with temptation lately and been feeling some type of way, and you've been thinking about just slipping up. Take this as your confirmation. Don't do it. Don't slip up. And if you did already slip up, start over. Because whoever you are, your sexual energy is very powerful, okay? And I've said this a long time ago, and I don't remember what video it was, but people who are very creative have very strong sexual energy, and people who are very gifted have very strong sexual energy. These spiritual beings, sorry y'all, I hope everyone here is an adult, but your sex hits different, okay? And I feel like you understand that, and that's something you need to be mindful of. That's not something where it's like, oh yeah, I got that, yeah, I got it. No, okay, we can like behind the scenes talk our mess, try to big ourselves up, whatever, but on a serious note, you really do got it like that, and you need to be careful who you share that with, because if you share that sexual energy with the wrong person, that person has the power to drain you of your energy, because it's not equally yoked, it's not reciprocated evenly. But also, this person could become obsessed, or y'all already know, I'm not even gonna get into that. Like, it could become a whole thing. Be careful. If you are celibate, if you're abstaining from sex right now, continue to do that, okay? I promise you, God is going to send you your counterpart, your person, when it's time. I always talk about when you have like really strong sexual energy, try to move it up to your crown chakra. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that part is not for you. But for those of you who know, you have the ability to move that energy up towards your higher chakras, which could help you with your creativity and your confidence and your aura and all of that, okay? So with that being said, I hope you guys are doing amazing right now. I hope you're feeling very blessed. I know I have been like, I feel like I've been posting less and less, but I just have a lot going on behind the scenes, just trying to balance being a mom and work and a lot of stuff. And I just want to say I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me and being here with me and supporting me and loving me. I'm sending you guys that love right back, okay? Thank you guys for everything that you have said to me, the way that you have inspired me, and just sending me support, okay? Support is completely free. Liking, sharing, commenting, that is support. And yeah, all right, enough with the mushy cushy stuff. I love y'all, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.